Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Vol State basketball. A little technical difficulties trying to get up on the stream, and I think we're up and going. So welcome to Pickle Fieldhouse on the campus of Volunteer State Community College. We are looking live at Richard Moore Gymnasium for tonight's sophomore recognition for the Vol State men. This is the last home game that these young men will play here, at least the sophomores. Got a few transfers, so we will wait to see who it is that they recognize. Looks like we have three sitting down, so looks like Myquan Tucker transfer from Motlow State, Asa Hardyway. Oh, maybe we got several, okay. They were being hidden by some spectators down here. Looks like five. Myquan Tucker, 6'7", 205-pound wing, the leading scorer in the TCCAA right now at 23.5 points a game. As you see, he is down there as they're backpedaling to midcourt. Head coach Johnny Lynn, his first year at Vol State as the head men's basketball coach. 30 years as the head softball coach. Been around for a long time. Christian Shaw, number 4, transfer from East Tennessee State University. Played his high school basketball at Beach High School. He's from Hendersonville, 6'7", 200-pound sophomore wing. And number 10, Asa Hardyway, 2-year player here for Vol State. From Nashville, Tennessee, played his high school basketball at Hunters Lane High School. 6'1", 190-pound sophomore guard. Lawrence McCray, also 2-year player for Vol State, wearing number 13, 6'7", 275-pound post from Columbia, South Carolina. Went to Westwood High School. Has had a lot of problems with that leg and had got into a lot of games in his 2 years here. And sophomore transfer, Sabina Otira. He's a local product out of Antioch, Tennessee. Played his high school basketball at JP2, now called Pope Prep. He's a transfer from King University. 6'4", 205-pound wing from Antioch. And Kenton Major went to high school right down the road at Station Camp High School. He's from right here in Gallatin. And also played his freshman year at Welch College, right next door to Station Camp High School. He's 6'7", 220-pound post. Another sophomore, so 6 sophomores out there. They'll be flanked by head coach Johnny Lynn on the left and Greg Law, assistant coach on the right. They'll have 2 more games, but they will be on the road. First at Walter State on Saturday, and then they'll wait a week and travel to Chattanooga State to take on the number 1. Check that to make sure. Walter State actually is in first place, 13-1 record. Chattanooga State in third place in men's basketball, 10-4. Rome State in the middle at 11-3. Joined by Ryan DeKill, a student here at Vol State.
How's it going, Tim?
Great. Very exciting women's game between Lady Green Jays and Lady Pioneers.
Man, it was a good one. Hopefully we get something similar to that with the men's game here.
Pioneers come in with a 3-12 conference record. 4-21 overall. Jackson State Green Jays come in at 3-16 and 2-12 in the conference. So these are the 8th and 9th place teams in the conference. Here's the Toyota of Gallatin starting lineup. First for the visiting Green Jays. Wearing number 0, Kyrie Price, 5'10" sophomore from here in Nashville. 6'3" sophomore Clarence Cobbins wearing number 1 from Antioch. Owen Reese, their leading scorer at 14.7 points per game. Sophomore out of Thompson Station, Tennessee. He'll wear number 2. Joshua Burchett from Memphis, 6'5" freshman. And C.J. Jarrett, 6'5" freshman out of Ripley, Tennessee. And for the Pioneers, Myquan Tucker wearing number 1. Christian Shaw wearing number 4. Willie Wilson wearing number 5. Asa Hardyway, number 10. And number 21, Drew Page, transfer football player from Middle Tennessee State University. And Myquan Tucker will mistap that one as David Carter looks like he might have been injured. He's grimacing like he jammed a finger. Maybe he's just a little embarrassed by that toss. And a little bit better, Myquan Tucker taps it over to Hardyway and asks for the ball right back. We are underway. All State first half will go right to left. Myquan Tucker with the alley-oop pass from Christian Shaw that almost went in the basket. Willie Wilson gets the steal, and we'll get that jam possibly from Tucker, and we will to start this ball game off. Just wasn't exactly how Johnny Lynn drew that one up. Willie Wilson guarding Kyrie Price. Price now on the drive, has that ball tapped away. Owen Reese with the ball. He's going to drive against Tucker. Give it up to Cobbins, who went right in on Drew Page. He's already got, looks like a Band-Aid on his left eye. On Tucker for 3. He stands there and watches it. Tucker looking for a big game here in his last contest. First year to play for Vol State. Third year out of high school. Went to a junior college in Kansas, I believe, and then transferred to Motlow State. Played half a season over there, led their team. Christian Shaw guarding Kyrie Price, but Owen Reese with the reverse layup. Multiple attempts at rebounds, but Joshua Burchett, scoring at just under 12 points a game, gets the bucket. Drew Page not a threat from there. Myquan Tucker with the pull-up jumper, no good. Right to the rim. A lot of contact under there. Reese misses a 3, and the follow, though, by C.J. Jarrett goes. The women had on the yellow numbering. A little bit easier to see. These green are a little bit harder, as Drew Page with a dipsy-do and a how-do-you-do basket.
Good spin move.
7-4, Vol State leads. Jarrett's jumper no good. Tucker 4-3 deep. Can't get the roll over the front edge of the rim. Have to get that one dialed in. Averaging 23.5 points a game. Reese faked the 3 and dribbles to the free throw line and gets that one to go. Averaging 14.7 a game. Owen Reese from Thompson Station. Down in Williamson County, just south of Nashville. All State lost to Roan State on Saturday, 94-75. Nice pass by Wilson to Page for his second bucket.
Wilson showing some really good vision here early.
All State had a 1-point lead on Roan State in that game and ended up faltering in the second half. Drive by Burchett, got Shaw up in the air. Rebound goes to Reese, or gets kicked out to Reese. He misses a 3. Hardyway's going to drive and go to the elbow, and his pull-up jumper is good. Hardyway's first 2 of the ball game. Hardyway had 20 the other night against Roan State. Off night for Myquan Tucker. 1 for 6 from the three-point, outside three-point line. Only had 15 for the game. Burchett tried to spin move and lost the ball. Reese picks it up, now back to Burchett. And back to Price, guarded by Wilson. Price with the step through in the left hand. Rebound to Page. Pioneers with a 5-point lead and the ball. Tucker's going to drive the basket. Give it up to Wilson in the corner for three. No good, off the front of the iron. Clarence Cobbins tried to get to the rim. Drew Page goes right to the basket. He might have pulled a hammy. Like he dragged that left leg. There's a lot of muscle in Drew Page to pull. Jarrett over to Reese for three. No good. And didn't go too far out. Not a lot of movement there as Clarence Cobbin drives right to the rim. Lays it over for easy layup. 13-8, Vol State up. Wilson to Tucker, and now over to Hardyway. Fake that three, and now he gets another one. And a pull-up three is good.
Put the moves on right there, didn't he?
Tell you, if Asa Hardyway can get hot early, it's a big help to Vol State. A lot of hands there. Wilson on the quick carry Price. And the Jersey Mike's first subs of the game, Sabino Otira and Rob Correa. Otira transfer from King University, and Rob Correa, freshman from Beach High School. 6'2", 165-pound freshman. Reese tried to pass across the lane. Picked up by Hardyway for three. It's good. Asa Hardyway. 8 early, 19-8 lead. Vol State hot early. Jarrett drives to the basket on Otira. Otira gets the rebound over to Tucker. Up to Correa. Goes right to the backboard and has that shot blocked. Kick out. And the two-pointer is missed by Price. Myquan Tucker with the rebound. Averages just over 7. I think Wilson was trying to get that one to Tucker. And the slam for Clarence Cobbins. 6'3", sophomore from Antioch, Tennessee. Empty possession on the offensive side for Vol State.
Yeah, I think Wilson saw a ghost.
Tucker posting up. Hardyway, the pass out to Otira, dribbles to the paint, right on the right side, and he gets that jumper to go. Not typically Otira's game to drive and then shoot. He's normally a rebound and putback guy. One of the top field goal percentage shooters in the league. Price working on Wilson. Reese trying to go back door, couldn't get the pass from Burchett. Three-point shot is no good by Cobbins. Rebound to Otira. Hardyway was working. Otira's going to drive to the basket again. He misses that one. Driving a scoop. Burchett couldn't get that
Good
one to go.
pass.
Myquan Tucker with a two-hand flush. And a timeout call by Jackson State head coach Cameron Cates. As Tucker now has 7, it'll be a 30-second timeout. Sabino Otira now 5th in the conference in field goal percentage at 57%. Myquan Tucker is percentage points ahead of Tador, I believe is how you say his last name, over at Roan State, who went off in that game against Vol State on Saturday night. He scored 41. It's his season high. I'm probably not sure if he's a sophomore or not, but I think that's the most points scored by anybody in the conference all year long. It's another player who had a couple 40-point games. It may have been Williams for Chattanooga State. I was reviewing some of those records, or stats, not records. But 23-10 here in the first half. Ball State up by 13. Cedric Franklin Jr. now in the game, as well as Sean Brown Jr., who missed that shot with the bright green shoes. Franklin Jr. will hit his second attempt. This is a three-pointer. And JoJo Brown's in the ball game for Ball State, along with Kenton Major. Christian Shaw back in the game as Otira flashed to the basket. He is fouled by Joshua Burchett. It's the first foul on Jackson State. JoJo Brown gets it in to Major. Nearly had it knocked away. Christian Shaw, or whistle's blown as, again, we have a clock issue.
Uh-oh.
It's the last thing officials want to keep worrying about, but honestly, that is part of their job, is to make sure that the clock, shot and game clock, are operating correctly. 12 on a shot clock. JoJo Brown, not a scorer. He's looking to give it up. Dribble to the right side. He's going to try to find Christian Shaw. He's going to have to hoist. Drives to the left and shoots a runner off the rim. No good. Rebound. Fought for, and Otira, that's his spot. He gets that garbage bucket to go. It's a rebound, and he goes right up. Hard-nosed player. Sean Brown Jr. looking for Nehemiah Osley, and Ball State could not get the steal. 10 on the shot clock. Brown blocked by Major, and Shaw comes out of there with the ball, trying to get it past Osley, but could not. Owen Reese for three, no good. Rebound to Kenton Major. Owen Reese not hitting early. Averages 32% at the outside the three-point line. Cedric Franklin will pick up his first foul. Entering for Vol State, Drew Page and Asa Hardyway. Shaw inbounds to Major. Another guy that he's going to score. He's scoring around the painted area. Hardyway trying to use that pick from Major. Step back, does not take the three. Drew Page kicks out to Shaw, back into Rob Correa. Now to Page, he's going to go right at the bucket. Goes against Burchett and uses the left hand.
Good unselfish basketball right there.
Page now with 8. 4 field goals, nice move there. The scoop, but does not go for Burchett. Rebound to Page. Kick out to Shaw for 3. Good! Christian Shaw. Another timeout by Jackson State. This will be a full timeout as the Pioneers are opened up to a 17-point lead, 30-13, with 8:53 to go in the first half. We'll take a break with them on the Ball State Sports Network. Tim Reese and Ryan DeKill back on the Ball State Sports Network. Final home game of the season for the Pioneers.
Looking good so far.
Yeah, they are. Ball State averaging 78 points a game, giving up 92. So a high arcing three by Sean Brown. Second three-pointer by the Green Jays, and both of those made shots have been the guys who come off the bench. Myquan Tucker now back off the bench and in the game. Double teamed as he tried to get that screen from Major. Shaw gives it up to Hardyway. 10 on the shot clock. Straight away as Hardyway for three. That's three for Hardyway, and he's got a steal. Let's see if he tries that jam. He will try the left-handed jam, and he'll get it to go. He'll pick up a technical foul afterwards. But I've been watching Asa Hardyway for now 2 years.
Gosh.
And I've seen him try that left-handed slam about 4 times. Typically in the second half is when it happens, and those legs aren't what they were, like they are right now. But he got the left-handed jam to go, and pretty stoked about it. But at the line will be Owen Reese. R-I-E-S, not like Tim Reese. R-E-E-C-E. He gets the first to go, and 2 for 2. First free throws of the game. He's shooting it at 85.4% for the year.
Gonna let him cool down, it looks like.
Asa having to see. He's pretty stoked right there with that left-handed slam. That was contested, too. Trying to see where his dad is, Dr. Sidney Hardyway. Sure he's not missing sophomore recognition game. Got his video camera out, I'm sure, videoing the game as well. Hardyway will be a short breather as he's back at the scorer's table. 10 on the shot clock, and Franklin's going to throw up a three. He's going to get the shooter's roll. It's 2 3-pointers for Cedric Franklin Jr. Shaw give and go to Major, and Major has that ball taken away. Rob Correa had the defense, but the kick out to Reese is good from 3. That's his first 3 ball. And quickly, Jackson State now down by only 12 with 5 unanswered. Drew Page will drive and go to the basket. He'll jump. Drew Page with the aggressive flush there. Beach High School started at Vanderbilt, their football program. Stayed for a semester, then went over to MTSU in Murfreesboro. Played a year, transferred to play basketball as Burchett goes to the basket and gets the right-handed scoop to go. Foul on Kenton Major, his first. Burchett with his second field goal of the half. Asa Hardyway checks in for Kenton Major. Burchett shooting at 56% from the line. A little long. 37-25, Ball State leads. Hardyway and Tucker trying to get on the same path. Almost looked like another alley-oop. Hardyway is going to drive, and Page with the kick out ends up in the hands of Jackson State. Can't see his number. That Nehemiah Osley. Ooh. Page almost gets the slam. Osley with the rebound, and he's going to get hacked. He had to run that one down in the corner. That foul's going to be on Rob Correa. His first. Osley will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Ausley, could be Owsley. This is the first. Checking in for Correa is Willie Wilson. So Willie Wilson, Christian Shaw, Asa Hardaway, Myquan Tucker, and Drew Page are the 5 in the ball game for Vol State, as Kyrie Price is at the scorer's table, but he'll have to wait as that one rolls in and out for Owsley. 10-point lead. Page trying to dribble to the rack again, as that one knocked away. Brown Jr. kicks out to Reese for 3. And he has stepped on the line before he takes that shot. Turnover to Vol State, and Kyrie Price will have an opportunity to come in the game. He'll check in for Owsley. So Owen Reese, Kyrie Price, Joshua Burchett, Sean Brown Jr., and Cedric Franklin Jr., the 5 in for Jackson State. Of course, they're from Jackson, Tennessee. Appreciate the help. Christian Shaw from a deep 3 off the back of the iron. Reese with the rebound. He'll give it up to Burchett. Christian Shaw contests. Burchett gets the rebound. Put back is no good. Rebound to Hardaway. He'll have to slow it down as his dribble was knocked away. Pioneers have gone cold here in the latter part of the half. Tucker with the nice move. Gets around Franklin, but can't get that shot to go.
Yeah, Tucker having a little bit of a tough time getting going.
Second foul on Cedric Franklin. Myquan Tucker goes to the free throw line. 3rd in the league. At just under 81%. It's the first to go. Sabino Tira checks in for Drew Page. Tucker 15 in the game against Roan State. And can't get that one to go. Shaw almost with the rebound. Hardaway with 20, and Willie Wilson and Christian Shaw both had 16 points. Price, yeah, he finds himself in there with the tall fellas. Brown's 3-pointer no good. Rebound tapped over to Christian Shaw. Gives it up to Tucker. He's going to fire from 3. Good! That is a catch and shoot. You can't leave Myquan Tucker open from about
There he is.
30. Wide open inside is Clarence Cobbins, who got free. We have a net issue. Myquan Tucker, who came out of the stands to knock loose a basketball, a shot that got caught between the rim and the backboard in the women's game. They didn't have anybody on the court they could jump up there and knock that out.
Yeah.
So they were going to go look for a broom. And then Tucker just came out of the stands and knocked it away. Turnaround, one-hander gets the roll. The shooter's touch for Myquan Tucker.
He's a man of the people.
He's here to help. From Nashville, Tennessee, shot missed by Jackson State. Rebound to Tucker, 13-point lead. It is high school basketball. Pearl Cone, Hunter's Lane shot right there. Asa Hardaway. Rebound by Otira. Goes back up, can't get the shot to go. He's surrounded by 3 Green Jays. And Cedric Franklin's going to pick up his 3rd. Only 4 fouls on Jackson State. Cedric Franklin's got 3 of them. It's like the only other guy with 1 other foul. Joshua Burchett is at the scorer's table to come in for him. Otira gets the free throw to go. And Franklin will come to the bench. .6'4", 205-pound sophomore transfer from King University. 1 of 2 at the stripe. Pioneers 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Jackson State's 2 of 5, so nobody's putting on a free throw clinic here in this game. Owen Reese had an open three, dribbled in, gives it up to Brown. Brown drives to the basket, kicks out. Who steps on the line is Clarence Cobbins. Looking down there as though maybe that sideline is a moving entity.
Yeah, that's the second time.
44-30, 3 minutes to go. Hardyway working on Cobbins. Willie Wilson, I think he has shot 1 3. He's going to shoot another one here. That's going to be off right. That just didn't look right. Air ball to the right.
Yeah, might have forced that one a little bit.
Wilson was 2 for 4 from 3 in the Roan State game. Wilson averaging 7.6 points a game, shooting it from the 3 line. I was going to say nearly had a steal. Looked like he got a lot of body there on the reach over Kyrie Price, and Willie Wilson picks up his second foul. 5 team fouls for Vol State, 2 away from free throws for Jackson State. Price working on Rob Correa, and he's going to pick up a foul and go to the free throw line. Correa bodied up. That'll be his second foul. Price to the free throw line for 2 shots. Kyrie Price, 5'10", sophomore out of Nashville. Misses the first. Not sure where he went to high school. Missed 2. Yet to score. Averages 6.6 a game. A lot of mugging right there. No call made. And Correa looked like he reached out and grabbed Price again. I'd rather put him back at the free throw line. Correa's going to get the foul.
Yeah, not a bad foul there.
Well, that's his third, but he'll come out of the game. Doesn't play a lot of minutes in the game, but there is another in and out for Price. Willie Wilson checks in for Correa. Picked up 2 quick personals. Tell you what, Kyrie Price is one quick young man. Finally gets a free throw to go. Full court pressure by Jackson State. This has given Vol State a little bit of trouble throughout the year. Tucker working on Reese. Tried to get the pass to Otira, and then may have hurt his wrist on the attempted slam. Didn't have any momentum. 3-point shot in the corner by Cobbins is good. So that's a 5-point turnaround for Vol State. Otira is going to go right to the rack, and he's going to get fouled by Burchett. Going to pick up his second personal foul. Otira, let's see if they're going to go underneath. Team 5th foul. Otira's going to check out. Drew Page comes in. Christian Shaw, Michael Tucker, Drew Page, Willie Wilson, and Asa Hardyway. The 5 in. Hardyway trying to get it in. He's going to toss it out to Tucker. The athletic Tucker is going to fire for 3. It's a little long. Nice box out by Burchett. Minute and a half to go here in the first half. 44-34, Vol State leads.
Trying to hold on to a 10-point lead.
Kyrie Price got by Wilson pretty quick right there. Goes to the left a lot. Wilson didn't seem to be overplaying him there. Pass to Hardyway, nearly stolen. Christian Shaw wide open now for 3. He'll fire and in and out. Willie Wilson nearly had to steal. Kyrie Price, let's see. He'll give it up to Brown. Blocked by Christian Shaw. Price with the rebound, kick out to Cobbins. 4-3 more short. Rebound to Hardyway, up to Tucker. He and Shaw sharing a lot of space in that corner, and that caused Tucker to go out of bounds. So the court's not only shrinking for Jackson State, but also for the home team. 49 seconds to go in the first half. Big thanks to Nico Wallace, our cameraman and director for today's game. He's operating game number 2 here. Wilson, see if he's going to make Price go to the right. Price gives it up to Burchett. And all kinds of banging going on inside as Burchett picks up his 6th point of the half. Hardaway gives it up to Tucker, gives it up to Shaw. Oh, Tucker was open on the flash. No pass. Wilson is closed out by Reese, and Reese is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his first.
13.7 left.
6th team foul, so it'll be out of bounds and no shot clock. 13.7 to go. 8-point lead for Vol State. Asking for timeout is Christian Shaw, I think. There we go. Apparently we got some territorial issues going on between Willie Wilson and Kyrie Price as our referee today, David Carter, was paying special attention to that matchup. The other 2 officials for today's game, Jason Creek and Josh Sermons. Again, if you weren't with us for game 1 of the doubleheader today, the Lady Pioneers fell to the Lady Green Jays 73-71. It was tied with 3.6 seconds to go in the ball game, and a missed shot was rebounded by Bailey Lee, put it right back up for her 20th point of the game to lead all scorers and to win that game at the buzzer. 73-71. All-State Lady Pioneers were led by Bree Ellis. I'm sorry, Emma Disney was 17. Bree Ellis was 16. Monica Peralta with 13. 3 sophomores right there. David Carter now looking at Willie Wilson and having a little explanation. Asa Hardaway will trigger the inbound. Myquan Tucker with Willie Wilson right next to him, drawing some folks, but he's going to go 1-on-3. Shot is, oh, I think that was in the cylinder. Probably was going to go in, but it looked like both Drew Page and Myquan Tucker went after that, thinking it was going to come off the lip, and offensive basket interference is called. 6.8 to go in the half. Willie Wilson picking up full court, and a steal from Christian Shaw up to Willie Wilson, pushes off. Christian Shaw can't get the rebound to go. Half-court shot, no good, and there was a lot of stuff going on right there.
Yeah, a whole lot happened in those 4 seconds.
Kind of surprised they didn't call Willie Wilson with the left-hand push-off right there.
Yeah, trying to get a little fancy right there, I think.
But Ball State will take a halftime lead at 44-36, which has not been unusual for Pioneers this year. They have played well in the first half, but it's the second half that's been a problem for them. We'll come back with 3 minutes to go in the halftime and give you some official stats. So check back then. Till then, you're listening to the Vol State Sports Network. Tim Reese and Ryan DeKiel back on the Vol State Sports Network, where the Pioneers lead 44-36 at halftime. Here are the Toyota of Gallatin halftime statistics. First for the visiting Green Jays, Clarence Cobbins with 9 points. Owen Reese with 7. 6 each for Cedric Franklin and Joshua Burchett. 3 for Sean Brown Jr., 2 each for Nehemiah Osley and C.J. Jarrett, and 1 point for Kyrie Price. Total of 36 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 made three-pointers for Jackson State, and for the Pioneers, Asa Hardyway and Myquan Tucker both have 13 points. Drew Page with 10. 5 for Sabino Tira and 3 for Christian Shaw for a total of 44 points. 6 made three-pointers for Vol State. Ryan, do you have, I don't have the missed three-pointers at all. Do you think you're somewhat there?
They are, like you said, 6 for 13, which is a 46% from the three-point line. And Jackson State, I've got them at 5 for 10, which is an even 50%.
Pretty good three-point shooting by both teams.
Yeah, not a whole lot of shots from each team. Really choosing their shots wisely and carefully. Pretty much head up when it comes to turnovers. I've got 6 for Vol State and just 5 from Jackson State. And not a whole lot of free throws in the first half, but
I got Vol
Jackson
State
State
with 2 for 4. You got that?
yeah, and Jackson State 4 for just 10. So not.
I got 3 for 9.
Yeah, 3 for 9. I'm sorry, one of those was just just one. Okay, 3 for 9. So yeah, not too good from Jackson State from the free throw line. They're gonna need more than just free throws to probably get back in this one. So
they shoot it normally at 61%. So Vol State averages just under 78 a game. So they're well past that. They give up 92 points a game. Jackson State averages scoring 65 points a game and gives up 90. So Jackson State in 9th place, Vol State in 8th place. It'll be Jackson State basketball to start. Joshua Burchett, Kyrie Price, Owen Reese, Clarence Cobbins, and C.J. Jarrett to begin the second half for the Green Jays. Cobbins led Green Jays scorers, has the ball now. He's going to go to the basket with the left hand and hit the layup. Asa Hardyway, who got a left-handed slam dunk and a technical to boot in the first half. Gives it up to Drew Page. He drives to the rim and with the right hand this time.
nice strong move to start off the second half.
Foul was on C.J. Jarrett. That'll be his first. And Page trying for the old-fashioned. Now watch this free throw. High, arcing. Free throw gets the roll. Drew Page now with 13 in the ball game. He now tied with Hardyway and Tucker for the team lead. Each have 13 points. Owen Reese gets the ball and fires a quick three. (47-41). Drew Page gets it out to Shaw. Spin move on Reese, working hard. 6'7" over 6'2". Whoa, how many steps we allowed in here?
Yeah.
Kyrie Price, no call, gets the bucket. Hardyway out to Shaw for 3. It's short. And Reese with the rebound. Not a lot of effort on that Rebound inside to Clarence Cobbins, knocked out of bounds by Drew Page. Athletic director Bobby Hudson makes a nice pick up there on the loose ball out of bounds. Bobby
Good
Hudson
reflexes.
been here in some capacity or another for 39 years.
Shoo.
Been a coach of all 4 of the teams at one point or another. Inside to Jarrett, working on Page. Going to try with that left hand. Ball
Good
goes out of bounds,
defense.
and it'll go to Vol State. A lot of contact underneath the basket. Rob Correa, the only Pioneer with foul trouble. He's 3 fouls in the first half. Willie Wilson with 2. Asa Hardyway and Kenton Major with 1 each. Ball is thrown away high, arcing pass on an alley-oop attempt. It does not get well received, and Hardyway will back it out and wait for Page to come down. Over to Correa. His pass inside to Tucker is stolen. Another layup, and it's a 2-point ball game. Jarrett with the bucket.
Yeah, not doing a great job taking care of the ball right now.
It's a second half woes for the Pioneers.
Really need to just get it to your ball handlers and get back to the basics. Try not to be too fancy here.
Working inside, Page trying to get around Jarrett. He gets fouled. He heads to the bucket, and that'll be second quick foul on Jarrett. He now has 2. Drew Page will go back to the line. Not a kind place for Drew Page this year. He's under 44%. Came on after the Christmas break. First of 2 goes off to the right. Christian Shaw will check in for Correa. Page started in now 15 games. I believe that's all 15 of the second half. And he's going to miss 2 free throws with the rebound to Christian Shaw. To Tucker, had the 3-pointer, and he's going to go into the lane and get the bucket. Willie Wilson working, and he's going to have the steal and the timeout as he is laying on the floor inside the restricted area underneath his own basket. So that'll be a 30-second timeout after the steal. Had nobody else to pass it to.
Good hustle there by Wilson. Good heads-up play with the timeout as well.
And Drew Page has, in fact, played in all 14, now 15 games. Started all 15 games since the Christmas break. Ball State lost a couple of players off their fall team. Not sure whether it was grades or not, but typically that is what the issue is. Kyle Wesley was coming back for year number 2 and hard-nosed player for Pioneers. He's been a loss for Vol State. Pioneers with only 5 points the first 3 minutes of the second half. Trying to get it inside to Tucker, guarded by Burchett. Kick out to Shaw for 3, straight away, it's short. Tucker with the strip. Jackson State gets the ball and Shaw back. We got a 2-on-1, Christian Shaw. Pass is to Tucker, it's too low. And that's another steal for Jackson State and a turnover. As that Cobbins that went to the rim. Drew Page, just a little slight maneuver caused a problem for Cobbins. He'll go to the line for 2 shots. Drew Page picks up his first foul of the evening. Cobbins' first time at the free throw stripe, hits the first. Ball State just hadn't been able to connect there.
Yeah, I think his eyes gave him away there.
In and out. 49, 46. to Wilson. Now inside to Page. Back out to Tucker. Working 6'7" versus 6'2" on Owen Reese. He drives to the basket.
Good
Up and under
move.
move is good. Tucker with 2 more. And let's see who that foul is going to be on. That foul is actually going to be on Owen Reese, not on Burchett. So Owen Reese picks up his second foul, and Tucker for the 3-point play attempt the old-fashioned way. He throws good. Sabino Otira checks in for Drew Page. Otira with 5 in the first half. Page leaves with 13 points. Half-court pressure by Vol State. Willie Wilson on Kyrie Price. Man-to-man defense employed. Don't see a lot of zone in junior college basketball. Cobbins works right and left. He gets the left-handed roll to go. Clarence Cobbins having a nice night for Jackson State. Sabino Otira out trying to get the ball into offensive territory, and reach-in foul by Cobbins. That's his first. 4 fouls so far in the first 4 minutes of the second half. Might be a problem if Vol State gets to the free throw line. Inside pass to Otira. He was going one way, went the other. Tucker with another in and out move. We have another
Scoreboard looks like.
clock problem.
Goodness.
They want official, I believe, Josh Sermons. Apparently the clock did not start during that possession. It's running now. All State with a 6-point lead, 54-48. Kyrie Price now working on Shaw and takes him right off that dribble. Gets into the paint, but Shaw called with the hold. His first. Second team foul. Over to Reese for 3. It's off. Rebound tapped to Jarrett. Missed shot. Another miss. Otira with the rebound. Kicks it out to Wilson, and that ball is knocked away, but it'll be a foul on the Green Jays. Kyrie Price picks up his first personal and the 5th team foul. Ball State is 2 Green Jay fouls away from going to the line for the bonus with just over 15 minutes to go here in the second half. Ball State had a 44-36 halftime lead. Tucker loses that pass in from Christian Shaw, and Willie Wilson nearly got another steal. Kick out, and Wilson picks up that steal. Anticipated that kick out pass by Price. Asa Hardyway for 3, gets the first bucket to go in the second half. That's his first shot. 4-3 of the ball game.
I was wondering if his hand was still hot.
Shaw with the attempted block, and he will send Burchett to the line. Second foul on Shaw here in the second half. Burchett back at the free throw line. 0 for 1 in the first half. Shooting with that left hand, and he gets the first one to go. He now has 7. Joshua Burchett, 6'5", freshman from Memphis, Tennessee, averaging just under 12 points a game and can't get that one to go. Hardyway and Shaw playing keep away. Nice behind the back dribble by Tucker, who saw Otira wide open under the basket. Could not get that pass to him. Tried to bounce pass, and I think it went off of Burchett. Hardyway looking for Tucker in the corner for 3. It's a little long. Reese with the rebound. Pass nearly stolen, and Willie Wilson tried to take a charge, but Cobbins able to sidestep him with a bucket.
It was a good try, though.
Shaw gets the ball in the middle. Hardaway open for three. That's going to be off left. Kicks around. Willie Wilson fighting for it. Jackson State comes up. Kyrie Price goes right to the basket. His little dipsy-do does not go, but Burchett cleans that one up. Wilson, we got bodies tumbling everywhere. And Jarrett with the foul. Sure, it's very difficult to officiate this kind of a basketball game.
Yeah,
There's contact on about every play.
a lot of quick guys out there too. I think is what's making a big difference.
Kenton Major will check into the ball game, as will Drew Page.
Very fast-paced basketball game.
57-53. Jackson State coming back to make a game of it. Ball State had a pretty decent-sized lead in the first half. Nearly lost that one. Wilson jumps back into the three territory, and he gets that one to go. Willie Wilson, his first bucket of the game.
Pretty shot.
Stepped back into that three-pointer. Nearly stepped out of bounds. Ball State with a 60-53 lead. Too strong, gets his own rebound as Price, or nearly does. Getting Major fighting as he able to extricate himself from that tie-up. Gets it over to Hardaway. So Tucker getting a breather. Drew Page trying to work through some defense by Kyrie Price as Price is holding on to Page. That'll be second personal foul, and there's Drew Page going to go to the free throw line. Substitutions for Jackson State: Sean Brown Jr., Nehemiah Osley. Page, 1-on-1. He's going to get his own rebound. Trying to dribble, gives it up to Hardaway, over to Wilson. Now to Shaw, who was open briefly. He's going to go right to the rack and get the scoop and score. Nehemiah Osley working now against Willie Wilson. Brown Jr. being guarded by Shaw. Step back three off to the right. I believe the fifth player that I didn't see come in was Cedric Franklin Jr. Major sets a pick for Page, who curls around. No foul called. Shot is missed. Christian Shaw is going to spot up for three. No good. Getting Major fighting for the rebound. Jackson State comes out of there. Osley. Kick it to Burchett, who will stop and pop for three. No good. Asa Hardaway, he'll slow it down with a 9-point lead in 11 and a half minutes to go as head coach Johnny Lynn in his first season at the helm of the men's basketball team holds up the Hook'em Horns for two. Turnaround, left-handed Kenton Major uses the right hand. He gets his first bucket of the ball game. Sophomore transfer from Welch College, played at Station Camp High School. Is located within about 7 minutes of the campus here at Gallatin. Gallatin High School is probably just as close. That's a couple steps right there by Sean Brown Jr. as he gets the scoop to go. He now has 5. Asa Hardaway open for three. Good! Asa Hardaway from straight away.
Feeling it tonight from the three-point line, isn't he?
19 for Hardaway. Averages 14 points a game. He has really had a great second half of the season. I don't think he was really sure how he was going to play as a teammate with Myquan Tucker, who can get his shot whenever he wants. Bradley with another up and under. Second straight free throw. Drew Page get it up to Wilson. Christian Shaw's wide open for three in the corner. No good, but the put back by Hardaway is good. Hardaway crashing the boards. And Ball State takes a 69-57 lead. And they'll take a full timeout, the Jackson State Green Jays, to talk about this one. With 9:52 to go, we'll take a break with them. You're listening to the Ball State Sports Network. Tim Reese and Ryan DeKill back on the Ball State Sports Network for the last 10 minutes of basketball, unless there's some overtime. And several sophomores playing their last home game of the season here for Ball State. They enjoy a 12-point lead as they've had a pretty good last couple of minutes. Burchett gets it back from Franklin Jr. Now Brown Jr. works on Shaw. Gives it up. Owsley to the rim. No good. Rebound to Cobbins. Brown from about his shins gets it up on the rim, but no good. And rebound to Ball State. Willie Wilson dribbles to the opposite corner. Now works on that left side, getting a pick from Drew Page. Slips through over to Hardaway for three. Good! Asa Hardaway, the two-year sophomore here at Ball State.
He's absolutely showing out tonight.
Leading scorer on the squad from a year ago. 11.7 points. Kenton Major tried to take a charge. Doesn't draw the charge, but gets the missed shot. Willie Wilson goes in, see if a foul's called, and they will call. Personal foul on Cedric Franklin Jr. That'll be his fourth. And another timeout as Willie Wilson will end up at the free throw line. And we have another timeout, and looks like a full timeout. We'll take another break. 72-57 with 8:42 to go. Big shout out to Summer Thompson, just in case she's still listening. She's the sister of Winter Thompson, one of the freshman Lady Pioneers for Ball State. Talked about her on the first broadcast, and she sent an email here during the men's game. So thanks for checking in. Appreciate the kind rating on your email. Appreciate that. Willie Wilson goes to the line. Played his high school basketball at East Nashville High School. Transfer from University of Tennessee at Chattanooga. Misses the front end of 2. Wilson averaging 7.6, shooting at only 52%. Hits the second, and Rob Correa will check in for Wilson. Rob Correa been with the team all year long from Beach High School. Brown gets to the rim, guarded by Shaw. He seems to be very confident in his abilities. Not a starter. Nice catch by Hardaway as that was nearly stolen. 8:20 to go here in the second half. Ball State moving the ball around. Gets it to Drew Page. Working underneath is Kenton Major, trying to get a shot up against Joshua Burchett. Called for traveling. He was deep in the well there, Ryan.
Yeah, he was.
He was too far under the basket, probably.
Yeah, it looked like he got a little discombobulated down there once he had the ball.
Sean Brown Jr. out to Cedric Franklin Jr. Cobbins will drive, and the one-handed runner is no good, but he's fouled to go to the line. I think Asa Hardaway going to pick that one up. He will. That'll be his second foul of the ball game. Picked up a technical foul in the first half. So that's his first personal foul. Free throw is good by Cobbins, who gives the air low fives. Myquan Tucker checks back in for Vol State. Kenton Major will take a rest. 2 for 2 is Clarence Cobbins. 6'3" sophomore from Antioch. 18 points unofficially for Cobbins. A lot of pressure right there at the midline as that pass curled around the basket, and Myquan Tucker could not handle that pass from Drew Page. Owen Reese checks in for Cobbins. $18 points leads all scores for Jackson State. Franklin Jr. gets the ball down to Burchett, guarded by Shaw, and he's going to draw a foul. Christian Shaw having trouble keeping up with Burchett. Christian Shaw, I got 3 team fouls on, or 3 personal fouls on Christian Shaw. They're showing only 2 up on the board. Burchett at the line, high arcing shot is good.
Yeah, Jackson State's really working the ball down low. I mean, it's working for him, getting a lot of guys to the free throw line.
Ball State just doesn't have that traditional big man down there. Drew Page, 6'7", but he's more of a wingman, I think.
Yeah.
Burchett 2 for 2. 73-63. They work to get it across the timeline. Inside to Page, who's absolutely hammered by Cedric Franklin Jr. And no foul called. It's out of bounds to Ball State.
Oh, wow.
Huh. I have no idea what's going on there. Wow. Oh. Billy Wilson, step back, fake 3, get it inside to Shaw. Shaw's going to try to work and can't get the
good move
left-handed shot to go. They think they would have counted that. Owsley will get his first foul, at least in my score sheet, and on the Toyota of Gallatin scoreboard as well. 9 team fouls, and Shaw misses the first of 2. Shaw averaging right at 10 points a game. Shoots at 82.5% from the free throw line. Sabino Tiro is going to come in for Shaw. He is kneeling at the scorer's table. Shaw misses both free throws.
I think that was just a 1-and-1.
No, it couldn't have been. He was shooting, so. Outside three-pointer by Franklin Jr. is good. That's his third 3-ball of the game. Down by 7 as Up court pass. Drew Page fakes the pass out to Tucker. Goes to the basket. He's going to go back to the free throw line. And Franklin should be fouled out of the game. It is 5 fouls on Cedric Franklin. So that'll be the last three-point shot that we see him shoot in the ball game. He finishes with 9 points unofficially. Drew Page at the line for 2 shots. High arcing shot goes. He's 2 for 4. Can draw a lot of fouls inside there. He should draw actually more probably, but he's going to work on that free throw shot, but apparently he worked on it. He made 2 in a row. Ball State with an 8-point lead. And the ball's nearly lost by Brown. Gets it out to Reese. Inside to Burchett, guarded by Otira. Tapped away by Willie Wilson. And Wilson gets the steal. Burchett tried to save it. Hardyway's open for 3. He's going to fire and hit. Asa Hardyway having a big game here on sophomore recognition night. There's 7 3-pointers for Asa Hardyway. 27 for the game. Reese goes right to the basket and gets the layup to go up court to Tucker. He's got a layup of his own. 9 in the half, 22 for the game. 80-68. There's a steal on a bad pass. Drew Page, let's see what he's going to do with it. Distribute, looked at Tucker, but he's going to go and looks like a jump ball as he got stuffed. As he went to the basket. It'll be Vol State basketball with 23 on the shot clock. Back and forth action, Ryan.
Yeah, man.
Don't blink.
Yeah, you can't look down or blink or nothing. They're going a mile a minute.
Hardyway has been hot.
Yeah, they haven't had an answer for him.
Behind the back pass to Tucker. Try to get it to Otira underneath with now 12 on the shot clock. Hardyway trying to work against Cobbins. Gives it up to Otira, goes to the basket, draws contact, does not hit the rim. An outlet to Brown. He gives it up to Burchett. Creamed by Willie Wilson. Burchett will go back to the line. Wilson picks up his 3rd personal foul.
Yeah, he's going to make him earn it.
Burchett 3 for 4 from the line in the second half. Hits the first. Rob Correa will check in for Sabino Otira. So Burchett, Cobbins, Reese, Brown, and Owsley. That shot is short. Jackson State chose not to have anybody in the block. Rob Correa double teamed in the alley-oop. Slam to Myquan Tucker.
My God.
Over the head of Nehemiah Owsley. Finally got the connection on the alley-oop pass to Tucker. They tried that play, first play of the game, and Christian Shaw's alley-oop pass hit the front of the iron. But 3-point shot by Brown is too long. Rebound goes to Burchett. Reese is going to fire with Rob Correa in his face, and he's going to hit in the timeout called by head coach Cameron Cates. It'll be a 30-second timeout. All State with a 10-point lead, 4:39 to go here in the second half. See a little reset. Cedric Franklin Jr. is fouled out of the game for Jackson State. C.J. Jarrett has 3 fouls. These are unofficial. I have Christian Shaw and Willie Wilson each, as well as Rob Correa, each with 3 fouls. But last time I saw on the scoreboard, they only had Shaw with 2. So head coach Johnny Lynn and assistant coach Greg Law working on a plan for the last 4.5+ minutes to go in this ball game. They're going to go out on top.
They've looked good so far. Playing a really good game. Last game at home.
Last time they played here, 109-89 victory over Dyersburg State. Except for the Cumberland JV game, that was the only win here at home. Their other two wins at Southwest Tennessee and at Jackson State. So trying to get the sweep of the Green Jays. Billy Wilson with a nice pass up to Hardaway. He's going to crank for three. He's going to hit. He is so hot, Asa Hardaway. It's his 5th three in the half, 8 for the ball game. 85-72. Brown's going to have that one smacked away by Drew Page. See if Asa Hardaway, Christian Shaw tried to get a pass to Hardaway, and that wasn't even close. He was bothered on that press. And head referee David Carter was talking to our time clock operator, and meanwhile, Jason Creek's handing the ball to Jackson State to inbound.
Yeah, a lot of issues with that scoreboard.
Today, maybe they said it was not a 3. Maybe because they just took a point off the scoreboard.
Okay.
84-72, so I'm going to circle that one, maybe not a 3. Cobbin's going to go to the rim, bothered by Page, knocked out of bounds by Jackson State. It'll go to Wall State. Hardaway with the basketball, trying to get it to Page, and he will, and they'll use the right hand, and nice move by Drew Page for his 2nd field goal of the half. Have to check that later at a break as Brown can't get his jumper to go, and rebound to Page. Hardaway up to Wilson. Pass inside to Myquan Tucker as he flashed underneath the basket, and Page throws it out of bounds. 3:18 to go. 86-72 shows up on the Toyota of Gallatin scoreboard. Burchett's going to drive. Page started to go after him, but that was the move by Burchett. Myquan Tucker can't get his to go. It was a little half hook from the hip. Burchett thought about a 3, gives it up to Reese, who's wide open. And in and out for Owen Reese. Myquan Tucker was open briefly in the corner. Kick out to Wilson. Christian Shaw close out quickly by Cobbins, and Ball State will pull it back. Haven't seen Kyrie Price in the game in a while. Willie Wilson being guarded by Owsley, and Wilson's going to go to the free throw line. Owsley picks up his 2nd personal foul. Wilson doing a little wardrobe cleanup, tucks the shirt in, come back to the free throw line. 1 for 2. It's the first to go, and Sabino Tira is going to check in for Drew Page. Page checks out with 17 points unofficially. Short, and the rebound pulled out of there by Brown Jr. Tucker nearly ran him over. To Owen Reese underneath the basket as he waits for O'Tira to flash. Wilson, he's going to drive to the basket. Tempted alley-oop to Tucker. That ball goes out of bounds. It'll be off of Ball State. Another missed connection on an alley-oop. Here's the other part. You've played 38 minutes now with 2 minutes to go. Your legs are tired. That alley-oop maybe not working as much.
Yeah. A lot of the passes are a little bit low, too.
Tira with the foul. His first of the ball game, and Burchett back at the line. Tira will come out and not come out yet. As Cameron Cates meeting with 4 players who are not at the free throw line. Burchett's first attempt is in and out. Nobody under again for Jackson State, and 2 missed shots for Joshua Burchett. Hardyway and Tucker playing keep away. Hardyway is going to have that one over and back, as Hardyway had established position in the front court, went back court to retrieve that pass from Tucker. There's been a lot of, as you said, discombobulation going on right here at center court.
Yeah.
I don't understand why we're not trying to get that ball farther up.
Yeah, they do a good job getting it there, but they kind of stop. And
Burchett again with an up and under move. He gets that one to go. And Page is going to draw the foul. It'll be Page's second. And Burchett's going to go back to that free throw line. Made 4, missed 3 in the second half, missed 1 in the first half. So he is 4 for 8. Gets 1 shot here and gets it to go. 17 unofficially for Joshua Burchett. Get it across the timeline and get it up to that red line. Not really sure. I guess that's probably volleyball lines that are on the gymnasium floor. Ball State does not have a volleyball team.
Maybe one day.
But might. They anticipate getting some additional team. Willie Wilson goes to the rack, and he's going to draw the foul on Joshua Burchett.
Hit the floor hard.
He's going to go back to the free throw line.
He's hit the floor hard a few times tonight.
Wilson listed at 5'7", 150 pounds. Freshman transfer from UT Chattanooga from East Nashville High School. He'll get 2 shots. He missed the first.
Did he play basketball at UTC?
He was on the team at UTC.
Okay.
Did not play last year. 1 for 2 at the free throw line. I got him 3 for 5 in the second half. What do you got? Or you don't have individuals, do you?
No, I don't.
88-79. Burchett's going to work on Page, give it up, and that ball almost went out of bounds. Asa Hardyway is going to go to the rim and backboard first. He's going to get 2 more. And whistle blows as apparently the clock is not stopping when under the minute, and 53 seconds going to be put back up on the clock. 90-79, Vol State leads. 11 points, we're under a minute to go. Pioneers looking to pick up their 4th conference win of the year. Burchett goes right at Page, try to go through him. Could not. And it looks like Jackson State has maybe pulled it back a little bit. Going to play straight up man-to-man. No more trapping. Now they're going to look to trap. Myquan Tucker. Double team trying to split. Needs to call a timeout, but will not give it up to Wilson with 6 on the clock. Inside the Page. He's going to have to go. Left-handed hook, no good. He gets his own rebound. And the second time with the right hand, a third, 4th, 5th time he gets that bucket to go. It was a human pogo stick right there, Drew Page. 92-79. Last shot's going to be a scoop and a score for Burchett. And this ball game is over. Ball State wins 92-81. There's a lot of fury and flurry going on right there at the end, as Vol State moves to 4-12 in conference play, 5-21 overall. Jackson State falls to 2-13 in conference and 3-17 overall. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back with some final totals and final comments. You've been listening to the Vol State Sports Network. We'll be right back. Tim Reese and Ryan DeKill back on the Vol State Sports Network, where the Pioneers have just defeated the Jackson State Green Jays 92-81. Here are some unofficial and maybe even doctored point totals. 81 points break down for Jackson State on my score sheet, just like this. Leading scorer Joshua Burchett with 20 points in the game, 18 for Clarence Cobbins, 16 for Owen Reese, 9 points Cedric Franklin Jr. off the bench, as well as Sean Brown Jr. 4 points for C.J. Barrett, 3 for Kyrie Price. Did not see him much in the second half. Nehemiah Osley with 2 points. I believe that totals to 81 points for Jackson State. And for the victors today, Pioneers in sophomore recognition, their final home game. Asa Hardyway with 31 unofficially, 24 for Myquan Tucker, right at his average, 19 points for Drew Page, 6 for Willie Wilson, 5 each for Christian Shaw and Sabina Otira, and 2 for Kenton Major, for a total of 92 points. Ryan, Asa Hardyway went off tonight.
Man, I know it's got to feel good for him, man. Sophomore who may or may not go on to play somewhere else. I know he's got to be proud playing in front of his home crowd like that for one last time here at Vol State. Yeah, congratulations to him, man. He had a great game.
I got him with 7 3-pointers. Looks like that one that we thought was a 3-pointer. I think they changed that to a 2-pointer. At least that's what made my final totals add up to 92. So that's what I am surmising. And Myquan Tucker with 13 in the first half and 11 in the second half gets right at his conference leading total of 24. And Drew Page with 19 points. So 5th win of the year for Vol State, 4th in the conference. They will travel to Morristown, Tennessee, over in East Tennessee to take on Walters State. They are the number 2 team. I believe that's right in. Oh, here we go. Let's get the standings right. Now, Walters State in men's is number 1, 14-1 record. In women's, I think they're the number 2 team. So they will take on the number 1 team and the number 3 team in their last 2 games. And then they'll move on to the conference tournament. I think that conference tournament might be in Motlow. I think I said the other day it was in Roane State, but I saw something else today that said it was at Motlow.
Cool.
But any other comments, Ryan?
No, man, I think that's it.
All right.
It's a good way to end the season at home, and good luck to these guys the rest of the way.
Well, it's a big victory for Vol State, and great job by Ryan DeKill, sophomore here at Vol State. He's going to probably work on some softball games when he can.
Yes, sir.
As well, and so congratulations to Johnny Lynn, head coach, for this 5th victory of the year. So for Johnny Lynn and athletic director Bobby Hudson and Ryan DeKill, this is Tim Reese saying so long from Pickle Fieldhouse. You've been watching Pioneer Basketball on the Vol State Sports Network.